Alright guys, welcome back to the Combustion Gamer YouTube channel with NASCAR Heat 5 Florida Racing. We are back at Bristol for the Food City 300. So let's get ready to go racing and see what we got. Let's go. Alright guys, if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, please do so. And don't forget to check out the merch store. Thanks. Alright guys, so we got Jeffrey Earnhardt and Austin Cindric in the back, and we got Michael Annett on pole. So let's see what we can do racing here at Bristol with Food City 300. Here we go. Alrighty, so because we had to go back and redo Richmond, the game automatically selected the short track cars, so we were going to save that for this race. So of course we don't have that. Nicely 95, 95, 95 all the way. Short track car, we have an 85, 85, 85 road course car to race. So that's a bit of a bummer because I had this race circled to win. Now I'm not sure what we got, so we got to see what we can do here in our Ford Mustang number. I forget what number I have here actually. What number do I have? Number 35 Ford Mustang, fire alarm system, photo racing car. So we have to see how far we can move up here. Car feels really good, so definitely like that. We got ourselves still incorrect on the fuel just a little bit. We did add the 3 times tire wear, 3 times fuel wear, but that's still incorrect. We needed to go 4 times there. I forgot about that. But we do have tire wear. We'll have this fixed at some point since the game decided to switch everything on us. We will get this fixed for the Cup race, hopefully. So we need 4 times the tire wear, 4 times the fuel. So we'll get, as I said, we'll get this fixed at some point. But there should be pitting in this race at some point because these guys can't last forever on tires and the fuel that they have. They can't go all the way. So at some point, these guys will have to pit. The question is when, and the question is can we capitalize on when they have to. So we are working our way up. So we landing castle into the wall there, coming out of the turn. We do have cautions on, but so far with the little wrecks that we haven't really had much of anything going on caution wise. So we'll have to see if that ends up playing a role in today's race or not. We're going to get past the bay here, hopefully. Car feels really good, nice and smooth. Definitely could use some more speed, but we will wait and see as the race progresses how much speed we actually have. I'm going to hope that we have enough, but at the moment we're kind of back here in the mid-pack struggling a bit, so we need to move up. We do need to move up though. We got to get some points and stuff. We got 12 laps remaining in the stage, and we're stuck here behind all these guys and don't quite have enough speed. Ooh, good, that's slick down there to get past at the moment. So we don't have quite enough speed to send it off into the turn to be able to get past these guys. If we get one position there, we're going to try sending it. That's a little bit too rough of a send, but we got it. Almost got loose, almost lost it again. Alrighty, so we kind of broke up the cars, so that's what we needed. The car is good. It is good, mostly because it's a great track, and I love racing the track. We do have the setup correct though on the car. The car feels great. We just don't have the speed that we would have had if we had had the short track car because the game decided to mess things up. Yeah, what's new? Anyways, here we go. 14th. We need 4 more positions to be able to get points in stage 1 here. Will it happen? I don't think so. Everybody's kind of spread out there. Looks like Michael Annett has fallen back to about 13th there, so not a good day for him. I think we got Brandon Brown right there in front of us. So there he is. Yeah, Michael Annett right up there, so we need to get up there and get past him if we can. I don't think that's going to happen in this stage though, but 14th is certainly good after all that. And if we can maintain, we should have a pretty good starting position come the next stage. I'm not sure what the strategy is going to be for these guys though, pitting wise, so that's going to be very, very, very interesting I think we have Austin Cindric behind us, so technically we should not be the worst performing playoff driver at the moment, which is good news. Obviously, we did not transfer into the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs, so we are not a factor in messing that up. Although if we could get a Cup Series win here at Bristol would be incredible. But more than likely that won't happen. But hopefully for a top 10. We remember the last Bristol race. Good night. That was a wacky finish. I think Ryan Newman almost got that win, but ended up getting overtaken by somebody. I forget who it was. But anyways, that was a wacky finish, that's for sure. No caution to mention either. Alright, we're working on Brandon Brown here. We don't quite have enough speed to go around him, and he's running our lane, so we gotta kind of get him loose there, try to move him out of our lane, which is good Bristol racing, love it. So we're giving him the bumper, he's not taking the hint, so see if we can't dive under him here. There we go. Got that position. Hopefully he holds up Herbst there. Herbst has got some speed. Herbst is going to go to the inside there, get past Brandon Brown. I didn't see what lap we were on. Let's see. There we go. 1 lap to go in stage 1. I was hoping to get to Michael and Ned here, but I don't think that's going to happen. And we're going to have Timmy Hill get the stage win. Timmy Hill has come alive here in the last bit of the stage. He got a win earlier on the season, but did not transfer into the playoffs. So let me see where we're at. Anybody pitting? Nobody is pitting other than Mike Harmon, so we're going to stay out as well. And hopefully we can keep up with these guys. Tires are pretty worn though. We'll have to see how that works. So here we go. So we kept our position. Timmy Hill keeps his position. No one pitting, obviously, because of the fuel strategy here. So nobody should have to pit for fuel this stage, though we might see some pit stops with tires. Alfredo being kind of slow here on the restarts, getting into him a bit. Trying to make our way forward. 17 laps to go in this stage here. We got quite a bit of tire wear, so that's going to be interesting to watch how that affects us. Everybody up here definitely has a little bit more speed than we do. But currently everybody's equal on tires, so hopefully that will give us a bit of an advantage. Hopefully, because that's going to slow all these guys down just a tad. Let's see who we're racing around. So we got Ross Chastain up here. He's playoff driver. Just now guy we're able to squeak in by getting that win at Richmond. We got Daniel Hemrick there leading the way currently. You just see we don't have the raw speed that the rest of these guys do. And so that's going to cause us problems. Austin Cindric up here in the mix, tried to get under us. Luckily he was able to save it there. We are currently in the 10th position in points territory. That's where we want to stay. So we got to keep moving up here if we can. Everybody's got the outside lane there, has tons of speed. I'm going to try and really send it here. We got Cindric underneath us. He's going to send us into Burton. He's spinning around. That's going to get us the position, and he continues on. Anthony Alfredo up here taking points away from us playoff drivers. So he's having a pretty good day up here in the top 10 so far. We also got Timmy Hill up here as well, so he's stealing points as well. So there we go. We are in 8th, currently poised to get some points at the end of this stage. We definitely need more though. There we go, 10th, 10 laps to go. We've kind of reached our end of where we can run, so basically we'll just sitting for the most part just now. Guy has a lot more speed than we do. Let me check what we got. Yeah, tire wear becoming an issue. Everything's kind of pretty warm up there. Car's handling good though, but yeah, it's warming up there on that right front. We got plenty of fuel to make it to the end of the stage, but the tires are where the question is going to be for us and a lot of other guys. Do we have the tires to make it all the way to the end of the stage, or do we have to pit for tires and go ahead and get some fuel for the next stage? That's going to be the question. We're already catching our guy. We got Cindric here. He's catching us pretty good. Not going to make it easy for him. That's the second time he's tried to do that, and that never works out good. He gets to our rear end, kind of bounces off of us, goes spinning. Not one of his better ideas, that's for sure, because we'd like to keep him behind us if we can. We got the lead pack here starting to hit some traffic. Not sure if that's going to give us an opportunity to pass anybody or not, as we got 4 laps to go in the stage. Looks like there's a little bit of passing going on up there. Question is, can we get to it? So we got Cindric underneath us again. There he is. I think he's going to get it this time. There he goes. Yeah, we give him a little bit of bump there. Alright, we got tire issues starting to happen here, but we should be able to make it to the stage just fine. Alright, come on, let's see here. Who do we got? Who do we got? Who do we got? We got these guys with the traffic. Can we get past any of them? I'd very much like to, that's for sure. To Cindric. 1 lap to go on this stage. We're going to try and dive. That's going to get us a few positions. Can we get Sieg back though? That's what I want. We get into Howard. That's going to get us 6th. So there we go. There's some good points in stage 2 that we desperately needed. You see Chase Briscoe able to get a playoff point there for a teammate. Everybody's going to be coming down and pitting. Going to go down on the wedge just a tad. Alrighty, pit crew did their job. We get ourselves 4 positions on pit road. Excuse me. And we are up here in 2nd, and here we go. 42 laps of fuel, 31 laps of racing. We are good all the way to the end on the fuel mileage. My hand's actually sweating here, as it's going to get pretty intense here as we get moseying on. Alright, Daniel Hemrick here doing a really good job getting away from us. I don't think we have winning speed today, unfortunately. I don't think we do. It's going to be a miracle if we do. We got Chase Briscoe getting past us there. We're going to try and keep up. Ooh, good night. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, we're going to get into him some more. That's going to send him back. Yeah, he just kept spinning and ended up coming down right in front of our nose. There goes Cindric as well, trying to do the dive bomb underneath us. Just hits our rear quarter panel there and gets loose. Alright, we gotta keep going here with Hendrick. Gonna block Cindric. There we go. Gonna keep these guys behind us even if it costs us a win. Basically, we're not really racing for a win. We're just racing for the position that we can keep if we can keep it. Gonna go high here. That's gonna give Cindric his opportunity. He's gonna get loose. Almost comes back into us. That sends him back. We're doing pretty good here. Boy, my thumb is sweaty. Alright, we are moseying on here. Cindric loose once again underneath us. He's going to send us up the track. That's going to cause a big one behind us. There's caution. Alright, that's going to cut down some laps that we have to save there. But yeah, that... I think Briscoe hit Cindric. Cindric hit us into the wall, and then we came hurtling down there. Amazingly, no damage there on our car. Quite a bit of damage there to Cindric, so that's not going to help him today, that's for sure. And off we go here once again. "21 laps remaining, so we are good on fuel. So can we stay in third? That's what we want to do, that's for sure. Hopefully we get some damaged race cars in the mix there, so hopefully that slows some guys up just a tad. 20 laps to go here at Bristol. We have a goal from a sponsor of a top 10. I had a goal of winning. That doesn't look like we're going to do it yet, because Hemrick and Briscoe, they're running off here pretty good. Love to contend for this win, but the car just does not have enough of the speed that we need it to have. Just not quite the perfect handling that we need. A little bit on the stiff side, but still handling good enough to get us to where we need to go. There we go, 18 laps remaining as we continue to run. Here, Cindric is coming a little bit. Got Alfredo back there as well. He's got damage to both the damaged cars there behind us. Yeah, we're slower. We just do not have the speed the rest of these guys have. We're able to block Alfredo there. Keeping an eye on who's behind us. So Alfredo, not really for the point, but we'd like to keep these points if we could. He's going to end up sending us upwards. That's going to give Austin Hill a chance to get below. That's going to slow Cindric down just a little bit, but we're able to send Austin Hill back. He's able to keep it off the wall for the most part. We're able to keep Gregson back. And Gregson's going to... Gregson just didn't quite clear me off the nose. He's going to have to pit now, so that's going to be... Hey, there's Cindric. Send him up into the wall just a tad there. We're just hanging on to this fourth place finish because we need the points very badly. Trying to watch where Cindric goes here if we can. Amazingly, he did not pit when he needed to, because he definitely could use some pitting. Get that fixed. Going to undercut him here. Here comes Sieg. Doing a lot of mirror driving right now. We got Mike Hammond back out on the road. I think he came down pit road. So he's back on track now. Watching mirror, because those guys get a pretty good run, and we want to block both of them if we can. Nobody's really seemed to be able to pass me on the top side unless it's coming out of the turn, so as long as we keep that going, it seems like we're looking pretty good. There we go, we got Mike Harmon, that's going to block Cindric for a bit there. Now we got to worry about Sieg for just a tad. Here comes Sieg trying to send it in there. 7 laps remaining. We got Kobe Howard in our way here. Try and get past him if we can. There we go. That's going to send him up in the Sieg there. That's going to slow him down. We got Cindric back. I got to keep him high here with the Waterbury car. That's going to block him. Just trying to manage our position here as best as we can because we want to keep it, that's for sure. Got to get those points. 4 laps remaining. Doing pretty good on the tires and everything. Hemrick continues to lead, so really good job by him being able to keep that position over Briscoe, who is really fast this race. Watching Sieg. And he's just sending it into us there. So we just send it right back into him. So we're trying to wreck each other out. There's the caution. I think we got 5th then. Whew! That was hard. But we kept our position and didn't fall out of the top 10. That's what we needed to do today. Whew! Good night. So there we go, 5th place. That ended up being pretty good there. Glad we were able to hang on to that, that's for sure. Alright guys, so there you go, we got Timmy Hill with the stage win, Chase Briscoe with the stage win, and Daniel Hemrick is your race winner. We got Chase Briscoe in 2nd, Anthony Alfredo 3rd, Austin Cindric gave us Snake Bias for 4th, us in 5th, Ryan Sieg 6th, Harrison Breton 7th, Ross Chastain 8th, Timmy Hill 9th, and Michael Nett is 10th. That's your top 10. Here to get ourselves a pretty good payout here at Bristol. Definitely a very nice payout there. And we are able to increase our position slightly, but we've really got to get some more points there for sure. So we got to work on that. So looking at fastest lap was Chase Briscoe there. Let's see, we had Daniel Hemrick who led the most laps, that's for sure. He definitely did a good job today. We got Austin Cindric went from 35th to 4th, so did a little bit better than we did, so good day for him. And Noah Gregson went from 2nd to 31st, so tough break for him there, obviously. Alright guys, we got the Bass Pro Shops NRA night race coming up next with the Cup Series and our teammates here at Roush Fenway. But let's take a look here very quickly at our Xfinity grid and see what we got going on. So we currently sit in 10th. So we need to be in where Ryan Sieg is. So good thing we kept him behind us to be able to keep him within reach. We have 7 points under the good, so we need to work on that. But next up we have Las Vegas, which we should have a pretty good speedway car, hopefully. The next race after that is, once we get back to where we're supposed to be, here we go. Next race is Charlotte Roll. So we should have a road course car ready for that. But we really need to get our points done at Las Vegas to make sure, because we can't really count on anything at the Roval. That's a really big wild card, and we want to make sure we can get to Kansas, Texas, because that's going to be our 2 best bets to get our points to be able to get past Martinsville and hopefully get into Phoenix. So we need to work for Las Vegas, so we're going to have to see what we can do there. But that's where we're at in the Xfinity Series for the playoffs, so we'll have to see how we do in the next race of that. So thank you guys for watching. Next up is the Cup race at Bristol, and we'll see you guys here next time on the Combustion Gamer with Florida Racing. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.